The former Director General of Military Operations Lieutenant General Anil Chauhan has been appointed as India's new Chief of Defence Staff. He was the Chief of Eastern Army Command before retiring in May 2021, and apart from his in-depth expertise in border-related issues with China, he is also a counter-terror expert. He also has a reputation for getting things done, which is much needed to power the theaterization drive of the Indian military. In a very significant development, India has signed an export order worth over 2,000 crore rupees for the supply of missiles, rockets and ammunition to Armenia. The government-to-government route was used to sign the contracts, and the delivery will start over the coming months. The order includes the first export of the indigenous Pinaka multi-barrel rocket launchers and anti-tank guided missiles, as well as a range of ammunition to Armenia under the package deal. Noting that the global military spending is increasing, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has asked both private and public sector defence manufacturers to produce state-of-the-art and cost-effective military products not only for India but also for the world. India's defence exports have grown by 334% in the last 5 years, and India is now exporting to over 75 countries due to collaborative efforts by the government and local industry. The Kalyani Group has announced that it has started delivery of the Kalyani M4 mine-protected high-mobility armoured personnel carriers to the Indian Army, under a contract worth 178 crore rupees signed in 2021. After the delivery of this emergency procurement is completed, the Army will place a large order to further increase the number of the Kalyani M4 vehicles in their inventory. It has a top speed of 140 km per hour, a drive range of 800 km on single tank, and fully meets the requirements of the armed forces for quick mobility in rough terrain and in areas affected by mines and IED threats. Several African countries have sent queries and interests on the purchase of loitering munitions and swarm drones developed by Indian private sector companies, as they are more reliable than the Chinese ones, and are also 40% cheaper than imported ones from European countries. Due to sanctions on several Russian and Chinese firms, the African countries are also approaching Indian private sector companies for small arms and ammunition for their requirements. L&T MBDA Missile Systems Limited will showcase the ATGM-5 at the upcoming Defence Expo 2022, as the joint venture company has pitched for the co-production of this fifth-generation ATGM in India with transfer of technology. MBDA France is also ready to support an Indian development of an upgraded ATGM-5 with longer range of 10 km that will be configured to be used for both land and air operations. Officials have said that the ATAGS will clear environmental trials in the next 2 months, after which the Indian Army will place an initial order for 150 ATAGS. The 155mm 52 caliber ATAGS truck-mounted artillery gun system is currently undergoing integration, and it will be rolled out in 2023. To meet the requirement of 155mm 52 caliber towed artillery systems, the Army will prefer the truck-mounted ATAGS to cut production cost and to avoid induction of new type of artillery gun system. The 155mm 39 caliber MAG truck-mounted ultralight howitzer is also undergoing user trials, and soon there will be limited induction on this front by the Indian Army. Amid the reports that the development trials of the BrahMos NG missile will start by end of this year, and it will enter production by mid-2024, experts have said that while the Indian Air Force will integrate the BrahMos NG air-launched variant on its Tejas Mark 1A, Tejas Mark 2 Su-30 Rafale aircraft and the AMCA, the BrahMos NG is also likely to get good export orders. The Brazilian Air Force has expressed interest to integrate the BrahMos NG on the Gripen fighter jets. The Brazilian Navy is planning to equip the submarine-launched BrahMos NG variant on its nuclear attack submarines. Greece has also expressed interest to equip its Rafale fighter jets with the BrahMos NG, and the Philippines Army will also place an order for BrahMos missiles after 2023 under its Horizon 3 modernization program.